Hello, my name's Matt Williams. I'm 17 years old. I come from a small town called Hemel Hempstead. I live at home with my mum, my stepdad and my two brothers, aged 7 and 11. I do eat meat.
Hi, my name's Fatima Sagini. I'm a meat eater. I love to eat food. My family consists of a dad who's a chef who works at Knightsbridge, my mum who's a healthcare assistant.
Hi, my name's Camilla, and over the next few days I'll be showing you my life, my family and friends, and I'll be asking them how they feel about using animals for meat.
I'm Alan Magar. I'm a performing arts student from Birmingham. I'm vegan and have been most of my life.
Hello, I'm Tim Cash. Now today I'm not here to tell you about the latest burning issues in the music industry or who Britney Spears married this week, but instead to talk about something that as a carnivore, as a meat eater, a subject that is quite close to my heart. We're going to be discussing meat production. I mean, how is meat produced? Is the increase in global consumption of meat causing an adverse effect on the planet? Are there moral issues with kind of raising battery hens and keeping animals in captivity and raising them through intensive farming? Do I care where my meat comes from?
Matt, Camilla, Fatima and Alan were given a camera for a couple of weeks and some difficult questions to answer. They went out to investigate how meat ends up on their plate. They visited farms, supermarkets, kitchens and restaurants. They interviewed experts including a GP, a philosopher, an animal behaviourist, an environmental expert and a chicken catcher. This film is all about what they discovered.
My favourite foods are chicken,
Fish and chips.
burgers and chips, chicken, lamb, beef, Indian food,
Double cheeseburger.
chicken. I really like steak,
Burger and chips.
chicken pasta,
Chicken roast.
Burger, McDonald's,
Burger King.
McDonald's,
McDonald's.
like McDonald's and KFC.
McDonald's.
Cheap and easy, junk food.
Any sort of meat, really.
I love meat.
I eat meat. Meaty.
The question is, we love meat, but does meat love us?
Meat is a major source of saturated fat and cholesterol in the Western diet, which increases the risk of heart disease. There's also a risk of transmission of serious diseases through meat, such as illustrated by the BSE crisis, mad cow disease.
This is the most perhaps disturbing slide on the show, so I want to give you a little bit of warning. What you are looking at is the plug of fat that built up in a man's right coronary artery. And as the months and years went by, the fat crowded in on his blood flow channel, till finally only the small dark area was left for the blood to flow through. And when a clot formed here, it stopped the blood flow to his heart, stopped his heart, and bought him a ticket to the autopsy table. This is the #1 cause of death in Western societies.
Hi. Coming into my den.
Thank you.
Anything you grow for food needs to be healthy itself to support health in the human beings that are going to eat it. To be healthy, animals in particular need to be given time and space in which to grow and food that they're used to. And as soon as you start interfering with that to the extent that we have done in the last 100 years, there's bound to be something will go wrong.
Good evening. Recriminations over the foot and mouth crisis were starting to fly today as the number of confirmed outbreaks reached 40.
Every farmer's worst nightmare come true, having to put down sheep infected with foot and mouth. There's 7 new cases today, this one a farm in Cumbria. That brings the total to 40. And 45,000 animals still to be destroyed in the fight to curb the epidemic.
In recent years, the number of disease outbreaks affecting farmed animals has rocketed. BSE, salmonella, bird flu, foot and mouth disease. Some of these epidemics affect human health as well.
Animals kept in intensive conditions, intensive farming conditions, have far less freedom of movement. They are also far more likely to catch disease from other animals.
So, do we need to worry about the way we produce and kill animals for meat? Do they suffer?
It's not natural for them to be kept cramped. It distresses them. It's not fair.
You can't say that eating meat is not natural because animals are part of nature, and if they're placed there. I mean, we've got chickens now just running past us. If they're placed there, why not eat it? I mean, isn't that the purpose of animals? Because, I mean, they don't have any feelings or whatever.
There is no doubt that animals raised under unnatural conditions do suffer far more than if they were allowed to roam free.
I look at animals, when I see it on my plane, I don't think of it as, oh, this was a chicken running around. I look at it as a food source. Just as another animal would look at me as a food source, and we are the dominating species at the end of the day, and I just think it's right.
Sometimes people say, well, animals, they're simply put here for our use. But of course, the same argument used to be employed in relation to slaves. It used to be thought that it was the order of nature that some human beings were naturally our slaves. And for many, many years, it used to be thought that women also were naturally subordinate to men.
So, what do you think about animals being bred up in captivity?
It's a normal fact of life, isn't it? We have to eat.
So you
Loads of people like that.
You don't think that they get treated badly in any way?
Not the cows I've come across.
The lorries came to the farm where the catching team opened the sheds up, caught the chickens into crates, 25, 30 in a drawer. Sometimes the birds were that big, they'd be overloaded, smothered, not enough room to move. Then, once it was loaded, it'd be put back onto the lorry, the crates, and brought to the factory for the killing processing.
Yes, Plucky, you'll be hung from your feet with all the other happy chickens. For your first stop, you'll be taken for a dip in the electrified stun pool, where you'll be gently lulled to dreamland. Then a neat slice of the razor gets the blood flowing. Next, you'll be conveyed into machines to blast those feathers right off you.
They don't want anyone seeing that stuff. They like to keep it hidden. And when you do undercover filming and you do go in there, you soon realise why.